Hello and welcome everyone to the 8-Bit Show. I'm your host, Frankie. 1029. 10029 to some people.
The 29.
Yes. With me today are my usual co-hosts, Sandlot.
Hi.
And Two Littles.
Yep, that's me.
That is.
Don't wear it out.
And we have a special guest today. Do you want to go by Dr. Kickbutt or Coffee and Corn Dogs or?
I mean, that's just Andrew's fine.
I mean,
You can just use my government name. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Andrew, to the 8-Bit Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, we're gonna talk some games and probably some movies, music. Do we ever talk about music? We never talk about music.
I haven't heard. Well, I mean, I listen to quite a bit of music, but
Yeah.
I think I've heard it once or twice.
Oh shit! There's another creeper, Christian.
oh my god, you guys are every.
Are you blowing up this studio?
I'm trying not to. They're just like invading.
Move in. They're trying to move in.
Yeah.
Bunch of squatters.
Do they have squatters' rights?
Well, no, they haven't been here long enough.
Okay. They're trying to establish the timeline.
Yeah. But I keep slaughtering them by the dozen.
By
Whoa.
the dozen. Yeah.
There's been literally tens of them.
So how's the studio coming along?
I actually didn't really make much progress. I've been doing other stuff.
Yeah, a lot of a certain gate.
Well, fine. I guess you're just trying to lead me into talking
There's
about my
some.
week.
No. I'm not. I was just
onto your trick.
I was just saying. Well, I guess I know what you've been doing with your week.
Actually, I've been playing a few new games, a couple new games at least. Yes, I have been. I guess I'll just go. I have been playing Baldur's Gate 3 like crazy. Me and Andrew have been doing our co-op campaign.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun.
I think we're just about done with Act 2. We're like right there.
How much time have you guys put into that so far?
50 some odd hours.
Well, I think it was, 59 hours today on the
Something like-
campaign?
I couldn't remember. I knew it was set at 50 something. 50.
56.
50s.
56.
56. 56. You know, good 56. Yeah, but we got pretty far today. Got to the end of an act. Got some character development going on. I just love that game. It's so good. Andrew got me a game this week. We kind of talked about it last week. The Whisker Squadron Survivor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Star Fox roguelike type game.
I didn't realize you guys talked about that last week. Yeah, he told me about that too. And then it was fun.
Yeah, I'd mentioned it like coming out.
Yeah.
And it did. Andrew went first.
They successfully launched the game.
One fairly predictable thing happened.
They launched. It was super,
well, that's good for them.
Super fun. It definitely feels a lot like Star Fox. As you go, you have like different weapons that you pick like beforehand. You gotta like pick your ship, your pilot, and like a couple of weapons that you unlock throughout playing the game. And throughout each run, you kind of like level up your like equipment and pick up little like side things to make yourself stronger. Your typical like roguelike progression there.
Yeah.
But it's super fun. The like music's really good. The look of it's really good. It is just an early access, so it definitely has that feeling of like needs more content. But what they have is phenomenal. I love it.
So when does when is their planned full release?
No idea. Like a lot of games in early access,
Yeah.
The to be released is usually TBD, to be determined.
Just wondering. Every now and then.
Only on like 0.6 for the build right now.
Yeah.
So pretty early access.
But it's super cheap. It's like what, like
it was like $12
for like
or
12
something.
bucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big fun little arcade shooter.
Mm-hmm.
One of the games that I kind of been playing on and off as it's been in early access. Just got out of early access. They just went to a full release. That I've also put a decent amount of time into this week, which was Black Skylands.
Never heard of it.
It's pretty cool.
The sequel to that Skylander game.
Oh, really?
No.
How dare you?
No, it's a little indie game. Let's see if I can pull up some information about it. I'll tell you who developed it and stuff. Hungry Couch Games developed it.
Hungry Couch.
Publisher's Tiny Build. Which both of those are pretty solid companies. Put out a lot of really good indie games. No, Black Skylands is an open world like sky pirate game. Do
you get airships?
Yes, you actually get to fly an airship, and you can change it.
You've sold me. You don't need to tell me anymore.
You had me an airship.
I would say show a little trailer of it on the thing, but I don't know how you would. I guess you could do it.
I could. I'm not set up for that though.
Maybe I'll figure that
Well,
out.
Yeah,
get set up for that.
Yeah, I will.
Up the Steam page, but it's like top down. Like it has a lot of like twin stick shooter control scheme. But you play as this like girl named Eva, who's like come back after like a 7-year hiatus or whatever. She's now part of like an army, some like Imperial army, and you come back to like your home ship in the midst of like crisis, and you end up taking over your home ship as like being the new warden, and you kind of lead like a rebellion against these sky pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Its theme is kind of I don't know how else to put it besides like Skypunk.
Skypunk.
Yeah, your ships are like with like a lot of them have designs of like dirigible and propellers.
No, it's definitely just steampunk.
Sky.
It's just
I was saying, yeah,
it's just a
seems like
steampunk
steampunk.
aesthetic.
I think it's a little different than a steampunk aesthetic.
It's like gears and top hats and airships.
Oh, if there's top hats.
It's like one dude with a top hat.
Oh.
That counts. You can't disqualify him just because he's the only one.
I would put it right next to
How many
steampunk.
gears were attached to it?
Not a lot.
Did he have goggles?
Yes, a lot. There's a lot of
Yep.
goggles, which is why I would like classify it as like Skypunk, where it's kind of a mixture of steampunk, but like sky based.
I don't know. The goggles is pretty steampunk.
Yeah, they're very steampunk.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it. I'd call it a Skypunk because it's pretty minor on the steampunk.
But it's steampunk in the sky.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm looking at.
Okay.
You know that movie Castle in the Sky where it's all steampunky? They invented Skypunk.
That's not the case at all. I'm actually looking at a bunch of screenshots right now, and there's not a single gear. There's like a high-tech gizmo pad.
Oh, a gizmo. Gears.
There's probably like a dozen gears in that gizmo.
Maybe, but you don't see a single gear. There's not one gear.
It's a goober. It's fine.
Visible gears when you were playing.
Is there any brass? Is everything made of brass?
Yeah, it's all wood and brass. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it quite as
Okay,
steampunk.
okay,
I would
you
definitely
wouldn't, but what
qualify it
would
as
other
some
people
different-
say?
I think a lot of people would qualify it as something different.
It's called
Okay,
Skypunk.
it's beyond the point.
I think Skypunk is a perfectly legitimate one.
I'll call it Skypunk. I don't care.
Yeah. Anyways, it's pretty fun. It's got some like creatures that came out from the sky. They look all like eldritchy and insect like. But you kind of just go around conquering like these little like sky islands from like sky pirates, taking them back. It's pretty fun. Really open world, lots of customization to how you want to play. It took me a little while to get used to the ship controls, but the full release has been like really positive. They've actually added like a lot of story stuff to where the story is kind of interesting of what's going on. Basically all I've really done. I haven't really watched any movies. We finished Solar Opposites.
Oh, how was that?
It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. The new voice actor for Corvo is awesome. So he has they went with like a completely different sound than like a sound alike actor for Justin Roiland. They went with like a British like poshness, and it just fits the character really well.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
It's better than the old
Yeah.
Corvo.
Yeah, you were saying last week that's what they did, and I think that sounds like a pretty good way to do it, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know if the same thing would work for Rick and Morty, but it does work well.
Yeah.
Watched the new episode of Futurama. That was great. Still on the trend of being a really well written season.
Did they release the whole season all at once?
No,
No,
it's
Oh.
Weekly ones.
Weekly.
And then they gave us the first episode, which was all about binging shows, and then they took away our ability to do it.
That's pretty good.
I honestly like them, not like specifically for Futurama, but in general, kind of bringing back a weekly release.
I don't
Yeah,
like
kind
it.
of
I kind of appreciate
refreshing.
it too. I don't blow my whole wad on like 2 days because I don't have Solar Opposites to watch. I already watched all the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I already went through Solar Opposites. I saw that there's like a bunch of cool stuff coming out that kind of got me excited. You guys see the trailer for Scott Pilgrim versus the World anime?
Mm-mm.
No, I did not.
Return of all the same actors as the movie.
Yep.
Really?
Will be voicing all their characters again, but it's all animated, and it's all animated in the same style as like the comic book
Oh, wow.
and like the video
That's
game.
cool.
That is really
It looks
cool.
really cool if you get a chance to check it out, or at least the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Looks fun. The movie was a blast. I think that's
Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorite
it's a
movies.
I think
super
I've
fun
only
movie.
seen the movie once.
It's just a super fun movie.
Yeah, I've seen it a
Probably very
few
impressed.
times, but
That's really it for me on things I've done this week. Baldur's Gate 3 just is the best game ever, and everyone should play it.
That's eat up a lot of time, yeah.
that is fair.
Not to tell people like what to do or anything, but
But yeah, if you're not playing that game, then you're wrong.
you're basically dead to me.
What a loser.
Not that you're doing anything wrong, but you're basically dead to me.
Who wants to go next? Andrew, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean, haven't been. Also, Baldur's Gate, eating up most of my time,
Mm-hmm.
and I've run out of stuff to watch. so not watching a lot. I went through several bad movies on Amazon Prime. They have a lot.
What's that new show?
A lot of bad
Just-
movies, they really do.
Yeah. Went through quite a few.
Well-
I started watching Miracle Workers, which is in its like 4th season, but I just started watching it today.
What is that? I've
It's
never.
pretty funny.
I haven't heard of it.
It's got Harry Potter and Steve Buscemi, and then some other actors too. But those are like the big name actors on the show.
and some other people too.
They had other people, yeah. Steve Buscemi plays God, and Daniel Radcliffe plays an angel who works in like the prayer answering department.
Nice.
And God's gonna blow up Earth unless he figures out how to answer an impossible prayer. And I guess that's the premise for the show, like for all 4 seasons. I don't know. I haven't watched past the first. I think it was supposed to just be the 1 season, but they kept it rolling for 4.
Huh.
Pretty funny though. Been cracking me up today. Fun premise. Kind of has like a good the Good Place. Kind of has that vibe to it. Except
Gotcha.
they actually are in the good place this time.
I need to finish the last season of that show.
The Good
It
Place.
was pretty funny, yeah.
I still need to watch like the last season, I think, but I enjoyed it. I haven't watched this new one that Andrew was talking about though.
Yeah, I don't think I had either.
I hadn't really
I
even
definitely
heard of it until like a couple months ago.
It seems like fun. You're also playing the new Starship Troopers game, right?
Oh yeah, that extraction shooter. Yeah, there's some Starship Troopers extraction shooter.
Yeah, I heard
what
about
it
that.
sounds like. Although they do have base building in it, so that's something you don't see in every extraction shooter. It's pretty
That's
fun.
true.
And it's like up to 16 players per match. So pretty big amounts of players on there.
Hmm.
Kind of like those meat grinders, Left 4 Dead style stuff.
Yeah.
It looked kind of cool. I mean, it looked kind of buggy as hell too. It was like,
Well, yeah, you're fighting
it's
bugs.
Starship
That's-
Troopers,
yeah,
that
that's
makes
the whole
sense.
thing.
I don't expect anything else.
That's exactly what the movies are about.
I hate you guys.
No, you don't.
But are we wrong?
Guess not.
Well, cool. Anything else you can think of?
I mean, we're playing Vampire Survivors, but it's just because I saw Christian play and I was like, oh yeah.
I'm sitting here waiting for it to be day, so I'm kind of watching you, and I need to play this.
Oh,
Have
it's
you
super
not-
fun.
Have we not talked about Vampire Survivors
You
before?
did. You talked about it last week.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Super fun game. The co-op just came out. We actually haven't even tried it.
Oh,
Just-
there's
it's open,
co-op.
Oh yeah, we haven't done the co-op. Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah,
did
it has
come
like a
out.
new co-op mode that just dropped for it, where you can kind of pop in with somebody and play.
Hmm.
You can do couch co-op on it too.
Oh,
it
even
just says,
better.
like the max amount of weapons you can carry, as you guys kind of like need to like work together to stay alive. It seems pretty cool, but the Vampire Survivors is awesome. The game's great.
Yeah, super addictive. Really simple. You just run around.
It has no
Kill
right
all
to
the
be that
things.
good.
Hmm.
Nobody have beds?
I know. I don't have. I think I actually have everything for bed, but I just don't. It's like back at my base, and I decided I don't want that to be my base anymore, so I've moved. But I didn't take any of my stuff with me.
Typical.
Hmm.
I guess I could probably put some beds over here.
Well, it's daytime now, so we're good. Oh fuck! Goddamn witch. No.
Oh, I hate the witches.
Too. In a very compromised position right here. Oh God, Jesus.
Whoa.
Well, that's all she wrote, I guess. See you guys soon.
What have you been doing?
Me? What have I been doing? So I've just been really just playing more Tears of the Kingdom.
Finally.
Yes, finally. And I don't even know. Like it's so good. I'm having so much fun. Huh?
Did you make it off Tutorial Island?
I did. So I mean I went and saw Pura and Robbie and or Goggles. I like Goggles, that's his name. That's pretty good. Yeah, I am having tons of fun with it. When I went down into the depths, like being able to explore that was just really cool right off the bat. I didn't go
I put that off for so long.
You did? Oh, why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary.
I was scared.
That's
Because, okay, let me tell you, the first night after I came down off of the Sky Islands, was my encounter with the Gloom Hands.
Oh my
god. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I had like nothing. I was not prepared for it at all.
I have not had an encounter with the Gloom Hands. I've heard of this, but I haven't actually experienced it.
It was horrible.
What is it? Tell me.
I won't tell you.
No? Okay.
No.
So you gotta find out the hard way.
Gloom Hands, they're a nightmare fueled
spaghetti.
A nightmare fueled monster that will attack you out of the blue and terrify you to death, so it's better left until then.
Well, okay, then I guess I'll find out eventually. We'll see.
Oh, you will.
But I did go down there and I did discover the way that the gloom takes away your hearts and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And it's just really cool. It gave me a feeling of in Skyrim when you first find what I always forget the name of that place, but it's you go down and it's almost like a whole nother Skyrim underneath Skyrim.
Yeah, Blackreach.
Blackreach, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely gave me that feeling where it's just like, oh my god, this is really cool. Like the way it's all the enemies, the way that they're different down here. And it, honestly, the way that Zelda does it like dials that feeling up to 10 because it's just like you have all these enemies that you're familiar with, but now they're glowing red. And you're just scared the whole time. And then just the never-ending darkness. It was really cool seeing the little kind of like soul things that are out there that have the weapons that they'll give you. So yeah, I shouldn't have been down there probably, but I spent a lot of time exploring. Just because it was just too cool. I just I couldn't. So I really haven't progressed that much more into the game itself. Because yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing is exploring, and whenever I come across any of the shrines, obviously I'll pick them up, and then anytime I get 4, I'll go back and just clean up the 4. That way I can get more life. Because I am still dying a lot. Because yeah, I'm just. Oh, I did one of the battles too. That was really fun.
Battles.
Yeah, for like against like the baddies like taking over an area. You haven't done any of those?
Oh, where you talk to the
the captains.
The little squad.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, those are pretty fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, an outpost. Let's not go.
Yeah, though that was really cool. I like the way they did that. So yeah. I don't know. I'm just in explore mode right now. Maybe I don't know how long it'll be until I actually get back on track to do story. So
That's about half of the game.
yeah.
It took me
I've said like
forever.
90% of the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I forgot that Zelda Who is what I was saying by the
I do have some theories though about where the story is going.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I since the game's still really early out, like there might I don't want to be too spoilery on it. So
I think at this point, anything that because you're pretty.
I think you're the last person to play it.
There's other people who haven't, and I wouldn't want anybody who might be listening that does want to pick it up. I don't want to spoil it for them for sure because.
Well, I don't think any. What my point was, I don't think any of your like speculations would ruin anything. Anybody?
That's
true. Yeah.
You're talking about speculations that you have. People might get a kick out of that. You know, whether your explanation is wrong or whatever. We're not going to tell you whether you're right or wrong.
But I will judge you.
Well,
I will judge harshly.
There are a few things that my speculation might spoil. So just with a little bit of story, because I mean that's the way that Zelda games always go, right? There's not a whole lot of story, but they have a way of telling you a lot without saying anything, kind of like Link. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to comment on anything yet, but I have ideas of what's going on. So I don't know. I'll ask you guys off stream, and you guys can stay silent.
I'm gonna deny it all.
Yeah. Right? It doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong. You're like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
That's so stupid. Why would you even think that?
Right.
God.
Other than that, I've been playing a lot of Played Up. It's been a while since I've played it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done it solo. But I really like the coffee. The coffee shop mode.
Yeah.
It's
Did you try the bakery?
I have not yet. Is it just as fun?
It's a lot more chaotic.
Yeah. So one thing I'm trying to do is only have coffee. It's just the choices that it gives you for your upgrades. They're really shitty. It's either take an item or you're gonna have a really bad other card, you know.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that with the toast also.
Yeah. Which I kind of like that in a way because it does make you, you know, think about it like, okay, do I really want to take another item? So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. The coffee shop's really cool. Otherwise,
no Played Up had a coffee shop mode.
Yeah, it's I don't even know if it's a new item per se. I don't know how long has it been in there. Ashley, do you remember?
Of course it would start raining.
Right.
I just saw it as like the weekly one, and then I know it was like unlocked after I did that.
Oh.
So I don't know if it was part of because they did their birthday update.
Yeah. So they might have made it one of the menu items to pick with that update.
Keep making stuff, so
yeah, and it's awesome. I'm glad that they're just really continuing to like support the game and bringing it to the Switch, and yeah, they're great developers.
Oh good. Just swim up the waterfall.
Just keep swimming. But yeah, that's it for me.
I'm gonna try to not die really quick.
Try it. What are you faced with?
Well, I was in this giant cavern, and then there's enemies, and now that it's raining, they can all come out and get me. So it's going pretty well.
I think I have my mountain. I've decided to build on top of a mountain. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, they're coming after me. No.
I mean, they're just dying left and right.
Right?
Well, see, if we would have slept, this wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, my bed that I made is now over there.
You guys need beds.
I have a bed. I keep a bed with me because I am prepared.
I am not. I'm working on being prepared. Okay?
I don't believe it.
You don't have to. It's not true.
I think I could make it. Is it my turn? Is that what's going on?
Yes, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
Let's see. Plate Up. Been doing some of that by myself. Like I said, I've been trying to do the toast, but it always gives you some janky cards.
Mm-hmm.
We went and saw Talk to Me, the new A24 movie.
Yeah, how was that?
It had some pretty creepy parts. It wasn't like as scary as I think Hereditary was, but it was really good. Everybody did a really good job in it.
Yeah, I like A24. I think they make some pretty awesome movies.
Yeah. Oh, good. There's a creeper. And then I watched. Sorry. There was a creeper and I got scared. I think it's called The Pope's Exorcism or
Is
Exorcism.
that the
And it's
Gerard Butler one?
Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Russell Crowe. Yeah, that's who I meant. Yeah.
It was surprisingly good. Like he did a pretty good job in it.
I saw that. I thought it was a funny movie.
Like it's not really scary, but it's more
No,
like
I don't think it
suspense.
was
But
yeah, I don't think it was really supposed to be too scary.
yeah. I think it's definitely better than a lot of movies Netflix puts out.
That's fair. Netflix is real hit or miss.
It's very true. It's mostly miss.
Mostly missed.
Other than that, I haven't really been doing a whole lot.
Christian, do you want to go to bed? Go to bed. I mean, that seems like quite a bit, so.
Oh, and then we watched Shanghai Nights on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't like that one as much as the first one.
Yeah, I think the first one was significantly better.
Yeah, agreed. And I mean, it's not that it was bad. It just wasn't as good.
I mean, I did fall asleep. So
Wait, while we were watching, you fell asleep?
yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It was probably like in the last quarter. Not for like that long.
I wonder if I didn't notice because I was really fighting off not falling asleep. I was just tired that day. I don't know. Weird.
Alex, it was like 112 degrees outside.
Right.
And then my coworkers did give me a lot of shit about not going to that baseball game.
Like how much?
Like 4 people each came up and said something about it. Like, I don't even talk to you regularly. Why does it matter?
It's actually one of my boss's anniversary party next Tuesday. So I told him like I'm not gonna be able to make it. I can't do anything on Tuesdays because I'm dedicated to you, the listener.
Does it matter that you don't want to go?
No. I would totally go. I don't mind my coworkers, but immediately when I told them I wasn't gonna make it because they wanted like RSVP and whatnot, because they're gonna go to Oh shit, what's it called? Where you play the games? Right next to the mall.
Round one.
There you go. And yeah, so my boss, he was like, "Why do you hate us?" Like, why gotta make me feel guilty?
Well, why do you hate them? I think these are the important questions that probably need to be answered. Right?
Thanks,
That is true.
Christian.
Yeah, probably. And the answer?
And the
We're still waiting.
I want this juicy goss.
Do not hate my coworkers.
It's
Surprisingly.
not that I hate my coworkers. I
just despise them with all my being.
there's only a few that I talk to regularly, and like I'm
Mhm.
friendly with everyone else. It's not that I have a problem with them. It's just most of them I don't even see because we work in different areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's work. I don't know. For the most part, I do like keeping work and home separate anyways.
That's usually the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's occasionally you'll meet someone who's really cool and be friends,
Yeah.
and that's always like super fun. But really, honestly, kind of rare, right? Like you have work
yeah.
friends, but they're like those friends that like you're friends with, you hang out with, but as soon as you leave that job, you'll probably never speak to them again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a few that I still talk to, some old coworkers, but
Well, true. Like I said, you'll have the ones that like you'll stick
Yeah.
around and stuff.
but yeah, it is super rare. All right. Well,
Well, I finished the first room.
oh, you did.
I did.
I'm gonna head over there. I think actually the stream was on you, but come check it out. What? Screw this. I'm gonna fly.
Jeez.
Do we got anything news wise?
I have
Do
news.
you have newsworthy? I've got a couple little things.
I have like one thing.
What do you got?
Oh, I didn't. I thought we were just saying who had things. I didn't. Okay. I guess there's a Cult of the Lamb Don't Starve crossover happening if
Oh.
it's not already out. So if you liked either or both of those games, it'll be super cute.
Nice.
That was one of my things.
Yes, I'm glad I went first, or else I'd have no things. You probably have more information though, so
The update is available now for Xbox and PlayStation and PC. And the Nintendo Switch version will be out very soon.
Very soon? No date?
No.
Lame.
If you'd
maybe
like
tomorrow.
if you'd like to go yell at George R.R. Martin, he'll be in town Saturday.
Oh, what's he gonna be in town for? I mean, he lives up in Santa Fe, right?
Yeah.
He's
No, he's
coming-
He
coming
has a
down for
house in Santa
he's
Fe.
coming down for the Bubonicon,
He's coming
Mm.
down to get his brains
Like-
yelled at.
the sci-fi
Here's my
convention that they do.
books.
Bubonicon is this weekend. It looks fine. A lot of writing workshops.
I guess it does pretty well because they have it every year.
Yeah, they do it every
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
It's pretty low, pretty cheap to put together.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
imagine. Not to
good.
discount what they're doing there, but
I've gone to one,
pretty
and it
cheap.
was at like one of the hotels by the mall, Coronado.
yeah, I think it's in one of the uptown hotels.
That was like a long while ago, though. That was before.
No, I
Uptown
think
got
that's where
built.
it is this year too, though.
I've
They
never
said they
been.
keep it at like the little hotel.
Yeah,
then.
it's at a pretty small hotel. Little baby con.
Yeah.
Little baby con.
Who all confirmed? Oh, they just have a list, not even pictures on here.
Yeah, it's a really rough list.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people I'd never heard of.
Huh.
Well, if you're in the Albuquerque area,
Yeah.
And you want to go yell at George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, tell him to go finish them books. Deal with that. Finished a whole goddamn TV show.
I'm sure he hasn't heard of it. Nobody's ever mentioned that before, so be the first.
You don't think he's ever heard of Game of Thrones? I think he's heard.
No.
I don't think.
I don't think he's ever been yelled at for it.
Oh, probably not. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we'll be there to set him straight.
Right.
It's the harsh truths he needs to hear.
Again and again and again, no matter how long it takes. I know he gets offended or whatever when people are like, "Oh, he's gonna die before."
I'm not
it's ready."
speculating on his health. I would just like him to write a book more than once every 10 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, those are some good tunes. Not cartoons. You're gonna make me add that into the stream now, huh?
What?
The music. I mentioned the music, so
Well, you're the one who mentioned it.
I did.
Which music?
Yeah, you did that all on your own.
I threw music into the jukebox here
Is it the spooky one?
No, the
That's my
spooky
favorite.
one's good. I love that one.
I threw in Stall, which is one of my favorites.
This one's good. I don't know if I've ever heard it before, actually.
I think it's one of the new ones.
Ah.
Came out
Okay.
recently,
Turn it down.
but I really like it. What do you think of the room, Frankie?
I love the room. The room looks great. Yeah. It's cozy. It's nice and cozy. Especially with the music. The music adds the appropriate vibe to this room.
Let's see. Ashley took one of my things, which was the Cult of the Lamb, and Don't Starve. That looks great. But No Man's Sky, a
Yeah.
small game that came out 7 years ago, just did like a big ol' anniversary type thing. They did like a little video that showed all of its like major changes over the past 7 years.
Really? I didn't know that they did that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, at the end of it, they also did a brief announcement for the Echoes,
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't actually
another big No Man's Sky content
yeah.
update coming 7 years later. Also free, as everything else has been.
I mean, I gotta say, for as much as they did really mess up the launch, like I want to stress, they did mess it up.
Yeah,
this
for sure.
this is how you fix something. 100%. Like you wanna gain back trust, not just in your company, but in your product. Like
I honestly haven't played it.
it's
since
really good.
It came out, and well, I enjoyed it then, and I played a ton of it.
Yeah.
I played
it-
like
It ran
70
its natural
hours.
course, and then I haven't played it since then.
You
It's
should.
there's
It's
so
really
much.
grown and
Yeah.
it's
They've
so
added a
different.
lot to it, yeah.
I mean, honestly,
It's borderline a whole new game.
Yeah, it feels
than it was at the start.
completely different. Like, I mean, it's still, I don't want to say completely different, but it feels so different that it just feels like another beast now. So,
Like a completely different game.
and it's so fun. It's so fun.
It has just enough like onlineness and like other people to keep
Ew,
you.
I don't want that.
No, that's the great part is you don't have to touch that part at all.
Yeah.
You don't have to see a single soul.
It is completely opt-in.
People, worst. Why am I even here?
So the first bit of news that I have is Xbox has updated what it takes to get banned now. So apparently there's a new strike system, and it's actually gonna be harder to get banned from what it sounds like.
Oh. Can I use my gamer tag? Can I be Dr. Kickbutt again? I'm sick of being Dr. Kick Butte on
Oh,
Xbox.
probably
They
not.
won't let me have the word butt in my gamer tag, and I'm not cool with that.
That is pretty lame. That is pretty lame.
It is so dumb.
I know.
All the words to block.
Right?
I don't think so, because they definitely didn't mention anything about that. about usernames, so I think that's staying the same. But this is mostly focused on like profanity and bullying. Now it just seems like there's more recourse for people who might be unfairly reported on.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yeah. So yeah. So I think it could be a good thing. I guess we'll just have to see that with time if it's too much or maybe even not enough. I don't know. But yeah.
Not that it's news related, but one of the games I believe I talked about last week, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, the Jet Set Radio
Yeah.
Mhm.
successor, came out. I have not been able to pick it up because I'd be broke. But it's gotten really overwhelmingly positive reviews so far. Only like a little over 3,500 reviews at this time, but overwhelmingly positive.
Mhm.
Throwing that out there.
Just throwing that out there.
It's like a lot.
1 second. Continue to chat amongst yourself.
I will do what amongst myself. Hi,
Just
Christian.
you,
Just keep talking to yourself.
Hi,
Who was
Christian. How
unclear
are you?
about this?
right?
good.
We all
Yeah.
knew.
I clearly was the only one left out of the loop. But I hate that guy. Do I really need to talk to him?
We'll just talk at him then.
You
Sounds like you
jerk.
guys have a lot
General
in common.
direction.
Oh, did you guys the new Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk 2077 comes out fairly soon.
I still haven't beat that game.
It's gonna come with a big ol', at least for Freezy, a big like what are they calling the Cyberpunk 2.0 patch? A bunch of like quality of life and like different gameplay improvements.
That's cool. And this one also has another famous person in it, right?
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be the star of the new one. Although
Oh,
I
he's
saw
like-
the price today. It's like $40 for the expansion.
It's like a whole
Oh.
new game.
That seems like a lot. Is there going to be a lot in this expansion?
It does look like it's a whole nother area, a shit ton of quests, shit tons of new equipment, and a big thing is coming that's for free. That's going to change like the whole aspect, which is like a lot of the perks and stuff are being reworked. A lot of the systems are being reworked. From what I've heard from a couple like reviewers, is that it kind of changes the game like quite a bit. So it looks pretty cool. I like Cyberpunk enough.
Yeah, I had fun with it.
I wish we had gotten better hacking. on the
Yeah, I wish we
hacking
would have
map.
gotten the
That's
hacking that we
interesting.
saw on the original launch trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, that first like gameplay trailer they did.
Yeah, that was a cool trailer.
It was a cool trailer, and then we didn't get like half the stuff in that trailer.
Blizzard announced. I'll just continue on with more news, I guess, since Frankie's busy
Oh no, I'm back.
and he left us.
Oh no, I'm,
cool.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Frankie's back. Let's continue on with more
And-
news.
Blizzard has announced the new season, the second season of Diablo 4 is. It's going to be called Season of Blood.
Yeah.
This will include, of
Give
course,
us more, buddy.
a new quest line, new
Give us some-
vampiric powers for players to unlock, 5 new in-game bosses. The season will also bring some quality of life updates. On that quality of life updates, one of them shouldn't I'm actually a little disappointed because I don't think this quality of life should take this long. I think they need to get it out quicker. Is that gyms will no longer take up space?
Well, I mean, get it out quicker. They had like 4 games to do that. They're like way behind on it.
What?
On gems not taking up space in your inventory. Because they've always taken up space in the inventory.
I mean, fair, but they like stacked more. The stack size was bigger.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although I really didn't ever have a need for a stack of 50 of any of them anyway.
No, but still, that's been a big thing, anyways, because Gem's not taking up space in the stash, with the stash problem being that they don't have a lot of stash space to begin with. Gem's no longer taking up space would be a pretty big one, and one that's been asked for since the very beginning.
So is that what they're putting in there?
Yeah, that's one of the new quality of life features.
Yay! Yeah,
That's
those
good.
should just be like a crafting resource at this point.
They'll also be putting searched and filtered stash options.
That's actually pretty
also-
cool. It's always good to have search.
More progression is also going to be able to be kept. You're no longer going to have to worry about your potions, your any of the Paragon level points. You'll have so they're letting you keep more from your like Eternal Realms character.
Oh, for the season from the season?
Yeah, making the level up progress like way easier.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's pretty good.
Okay. Well, it sounds like they at least listened to some of the community feedback and
Yeah, we'll see
have
if they
made
listen.
some fixes for season 2.
Yeah, we'll see if they listen to the season pass part. I still think it's ridiculous that if you purchase the season pass, you can't even afford to get the next season pass if you complete it.
I mean, that's never really been a standard with season passes.
Yeah, it is. I know people who do that with like Fortnite and all those games. So the only reason they purchased the season pass to begin with is because you can kind of like earn enough money to get it back
Mhm.
Oh, maybe
to
I've
purchase
just
the
never-
next.
Hmm.
It's been
Yeah,
Interesting.
interesting.
Well, I guess the
You
season
could
pass
do
would
that
be
with like
pretty cheap,
Fortnite
yeah.
and Apex.
Yeah. I think people were even doing it with Halo. Halo season pass.
Yeah, they gave you more than enough of the like store money to get the next season pass on the Halo thing.
Yeah, Halo gave you like
They
actually
gave
quite
you
a
like
bit.
yeah, it gave you like two and a half more monies than you needed for that.
So that's what happens a lot. Is a lot of people do that, but but not Diablo. Diablo is like, nope, you get 666.
Oh yeah, it was like nothing. Yeah, you can get nothing with this amount. You
Yeah,
can
you
buy
couldn't order
literally
anything at
nothing
the
from the
store.
store.
They just thought it would be clever to have
You just have a
666 be your reward.
discount on.
Yep.
That's like just a double insult.
You right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, these are the guys who brought us the. You have phones, right?
Yeah, these are the same guys who stood on stage and says, "You all have phones, right?"
Oh boy.
So not, I guess, too surprising.
Unfortunately, not.
Well, hopefully Diablo ends up in a better place. It's okay where it is right now. It is like aggressively monetized, but nothing's I mean it's all cosmetics, so
Yeah,
anything
it being
game
cosmetic is
breaking.
good.
I'm not missing I'm
Yeah.
not missing out on like leveling up or anything because I don't have and I don't care that much about cosmetics in that game. Most of the armor that is in the store kind of looks like dog shit anyway.
Oh, really? That sucks.
I wasn't impressed
don't
with like
like it.
any of it. I went and looked at the store and I was just like, wow, I don't even like.
You don't
Like
even.
this
I
at
don't even
all.
want to spend extra money for this. Jeez, which is bad because I mean,
I'm usually a sucker
But
for
that-
that stuff. So.
Bethesda's the one that just said, "Here's some gold horse armor," and everybody went crazy.
The damn horse armor.
That was definitely the
And then
start of
ESO,
something.
like, here's a bunch of pets that do nothing.
Some of
Right.
the
And you
pets
want
do
them
something.
all.
It's true.
Some of them are
the ESO.
stupid adorable though.
That was
Oh,
so cute.
Yeah.
What Andrew has one of the best ones, the chicken.
oh yeah, the chicken
Oh,
is
yeah,
great.
just the
Rooster.
chicken, yeah. Just
Awesome.
Big old
Like,
chicken running
rooster
around.
just walking around.
Mhm.
Fuck that shit.
like battle chicken.
Battle
awesome.
chicken.
I just got I think last thing I purchased was a new mount. I got on just because I saw the mount was on sale.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like polar bear,
Oh yeah, the polar
Nice.
bear is nice.
which it's just a different colored bear from the one I already had.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a polar bear.
But it's a polar bear. He's so cute. Man, ESO is so good. I should get back on and play that again.
You should. I think they're just about to start up another thing or another. So
Yeah, they're about to start the whole thing, and I haven't even yet finished the fucking.
the last thing you were on.
I haven't even started the. What they have the Necron one?
The
Mhm.
Necron starting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I finished
haven't
the,
done
like-
last like 2.
I finished the first Oblivion one,
Yeah, I finished.
that
the
was the
first
last time
part
I
of
played.
that.
and that was when I made a healer.
Oh
That was a
yeah.
pretty good healer.
What a fun game.
Indeed, indeed. Should all hop in on that sometime.
Did you guys see Mortal Kombat 1
I-
trailer?
Okay, so I am so pumped for this game. So fucking pumped.
I knew you would be.
So I mean, in the trailers, so basically the change that they've made, spoilers for anybody who didn't beat the last game, but Liu Kang becomes the fire god, and in order to do that, Raiden kind of like sacrifices his power, and in the process of all of this, he like also can control time, because they're trying to kill Kronika. So in the end, Liu Kang defeats Kronika. That's the basic story, right?
Well, yeah, isn't it like he ended up creating a whole new world?
Yeah. So
Like
that's
a whole new timeline.
that's
what
where
this is?
that's where it ends. Is he's like, okay, I'm gonna create the new timeline. So this new one picks up, and like there are so many subtle differences. I shouldn't say subtle, but they're like cool differences. Like so far we don't know what, like, where Scorpion is. There is a Scorpion in the game.
Yeah, last thing I heard was that Scorpion and Sub-Zero are like brothers.
Yeah, so it's the original Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1, and then his younger brother from Mortal Kombat 2, who is also named Sub-Zero. They're now Scorpion and Sub-Zero, so they're actually part of the same clan.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And now the last trailer that they showed, which I believe was at Gamescom today, they showed off it's General Shao. So Shao Kahn, he's never been the ruler of Outworld. But they showed off him in Sindel in the trailer, and it looked really good.
I know you're all super excited for it.
I'm super excited. And I know there was another trailer that came out like a few weeks ago where they actually announced that Raiden is Liu Kang's champion. So that's a cool little twist that they're putting on it. And I wonder if that's going to lead to some other story that maybe they might have going on, where I don't know. We'll see where it ends up, but they did also announce Reptile.
I mean, that's cool.
I've been dying
I
for
wonder if at
Reptile to
some
come
point
back.
They're just gonna release, they're gonna do the Smash Brothers thing, release Mortal Kombat Ultimate, and it's just like every fighter they've ever had.
It might happen because I mean they have so many like cameo characters, that do like the assists and whatnot. they're all in there. They're just not every single player's not every single character is playable yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be around the corner next one of the next few games. Maybe even this one. I don't know. We'll see. They just have a huge roster though now.
They do. I mean, that's always kind of like, I like games that have a lot, because like I got really disappointed in Marvel versus Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Infinite? I think it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was after 3. It was Infinite. And they did like a whole thing. They took so many characters away, and then because they wanted to make it so much towards the movie, and because of all that, it got rid of like half of the rights that they could have used for a bunch of heroes like they usually have.
Yeah,
like
that was unfortunate.
Capcom 3 Ultimate has just like a huge list of like almost 50 characters you can pick from, and Infinite has like 16 characters, and that's just disappointing. So
yay, licensing.
I know some people don't like it because there's like people get like choice paralysis.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, that's one of the coolest parts about fighting games.
I think you need to have more fighters. Like have a bunch.
You know, even it wasn't the last Mortal Kombat.
Every game is made better by multiple characters. Look at Vampire Survivors.
Oh, I mean, look at
kinds of people.
Look at Mortal Kombat 3 versus Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Like, everybody hated Mortal Kombat 3. And everybody loved Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. And pretty much the only thing they did was add, like...
everybody.
Yeah.
More fighters. That's all. Like, I don't even think people care about stages as much.
No, no, definitely not.
And don't do the like Dead or Alive thing where you sell like each individual costume for like $2, and then also make it to where if you want to change that costume again, you have to pay again.
Right.
Well, that sounds like a great way to make money.
Christian, you got an amazing idea on your hands.
Yeah, if I keep talking, the video game industry is going to get some ideas. More ideas.
So along with Gamescom, did you guys see Little Nightmares 3? That trailer?
I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, I just watched the trailers that came out. Well, some of them, not even all of them.
Yeah, but did see that. I did see it was announced.
I mean, I've never played any of them, but I've always been interested. So yeah, I don't. Do you know? Did the other ones have, did the other ones have multiplayer at all? Did you guys play any of the other Little Monsters?
Any of the other ones.
I've never played it.
Well, there's definitely multiplayer in this one, and it looks so fun. So I actually there is a deal right now on Good Old Games. You can actually pick up Little Monsters 1 and 2 on the cheap. So,
well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Worth checking out.
I'm going to do that. That is in my plan.
We got an update from Nintendo today via an announcement on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Charles Martinet is stepping down as the voice of Mario.
Yeah.
Ending a 3-decade-long career.
Right?
As the voice of Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi.
Such an end of an era.
Just because he's getting to an age where he can't do it, or?
Let's see.
I think he said specifically that he's just... Yeah, go ahead.
Martinet will be moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador on Nintendo writes, a role that will see him continue to travel the world, sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with all of us. Basically, he's designated to the convention circuit, traveling around, but it gets paid by Nintendo to do so.
Well, that
Which is
doesn't
cool.
sound like too bad a gig.
I remember
He
at
says he's
a
super excited for it, and hey, can't wait to meet more fans.
yeah, I don't remember who or where. But there's that one. I think it was the Smash Brothers tournament. Were you there, Ashley, when we met the Nintendo rep? Where she was just talking about how awesome it was to go around and like she just went to events and gave away free Nintendo stuff.
I don't know if it was there, but I met her a few times.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Because they do the displays at like all the retail stores, like Target, Best Buy. They do all of those, and then they go to like local events and hand out stuff and talk up games and all that. So each region has one.
Oh, fancy.
That's cool. He's now just gonna be the convention circuit to go around and meet fans as the voice of Mario.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's like he always says, Yahoo, yippee.
Yeah, I think I saw that he just said that, it was time for him to move on pretty much. So he just wants he just wants to do something else. So
yeah, there was already a lot of like weird kind of like toxic speculation that happened when like Chris Pratt voiced him.
Oh, really?
Voiced Mario for the movies. Well, I mean, there was a whole subset that were pretty mad that Charles didn't do it. And that I can kind of get. He has been the voice of Mario for a long time.
Since Mario started talking.
Yep.
So I can kind of understand that. But there was some like speculation that like Nintendo was going to get rid of him. Like that's what I mean by toxic, is like it was just kind of in like a negative light of why they didn't use him and stuff. And it just seems like he's getting like, my assumption was that he was just kind of getting up there and didn't want to have to do a movie's worth of lines.
Yeah.
He's not, an actor. We can talk about how great Mario's voice is, but that's not really his thing, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Starfield comes out soon. They had like a weird live action thing.
Wait, what does?
Starfield.
Oh, Starfield. Is
Oh,
what
I
you
heard
said.
Garfield.
That's what I heard too.
Okay, well, yeah.
It's like, I'm pretty sure they already tried that and it didn't go over very well.
Right.
We're making a live action Garfield movie. I'm there.
I'm there.
I also hate Mondays.
Nice.
I fucking hate Mondays too. No, they did like a weird like live action thing today. It was kind of weird.
Huh.
They also did like a whole presentation thing, and in classic Bethesda style, they did this whole presentation which we thought would like share new information. And there was a whole bunch of talking, and I don't think he shared like one tidbit of like new
bunch of talking to say nothing.
Pretty much, yeah. He did a whole lot of up there saying the same stuff we already know and have known for a while.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that's going well.
I do look forward to the game. For all the shit that I give them, Bethesda does make some pretty fun games.
Yeah. Indeed.
And I hope they do something new that's fun. Like I would like to see a new IP succeed over
Yeah.
the constant numbers. So I'll take any new IP that will do good and be fun.
Have you heard the criticisms of it being too much like No Man's Sky?
Yeah, I've said the same exact things while watching trailers of it. They
I mean-
literally have like the mining gun, and some of the things look almost exactly the same as far as like UI preference, like controls.
I just want to say that I mean, I do agree that they do look pretty much the same, but I think it's in a degree of like, yeah, but like
I
when
think it'll come
Apple,
down to,
like when
the
Apple
core
wanted
game being
to,
a lot different.
oh yeah, no, definitely. But I think it boils down to like when Apple wanted to basically say that rounded corners was their intellectual property. You know, like, yes, that's what phones look like now. They all have the rounded corners or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just such an obvious thing. And I think that's what's great about No Man's Sky is that they made it so intuitive, you know?
It kind of goes into like the setting standard thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a game to set standards for stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know, like use frivolously. That's why I get mad at like companies, man, who made that game, Warner Brothers or whatever, with the Shadow of War game. They took that whole Nemesis system and they freaking locked it behind a copyright.
Oh, right.
They don't have any plans to use it in any game currently, but they went ahead and copyrighted a system that could be great in a number of games.
Right.
And I think that's a detriment to like the video game industry as a whole. Don't like lock out your system.
Well, here's the thing that I don't understand, and the problem is that if you're gonna build some sort of like system that's proprietary, like sell it, let other companies use it, and charge them up the wazoo for it. You know?
I mean, that's true.
Right?
If you want to get into the capitalism part of it, fine.
Yeah,
But at least
like
let people use it because
yeah. I mean, who cares? You're still making money. You spent all this time developing something. Like, continue to make money off of it. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would love to buy that game system just because of what it does, because it does it well.
I can think of a number of games that would improve. I was thinking about it the other day. You know, it would be a really cool and fun idea for like the next Grand Theft Auto game is a system like that.
Oh,
You
you're
have, like,
right.
Gang
You are
rivals or
so
cops,
right. Oh my god.
a specific detective that's been coming after you because you keep evading him somehow.
Fuck.
That freaking and that would fall under like the Nemesis system, and I don't think it can be used because of that.
That would
I
be
mean, maybe they
great.
could come out of some sort
You
of
ne-
system that would
you
work
need-
around it.
You
but-
need a tweet or X or whatever the fuck it's called now.
Oh, it's excrete.
Oh, I almost just spit my drink.
I know, you made me die. Yeah, you need a tweet at both of those companies, and tell them that they need to make that, because that is an amazing idea, Christian.
I can think of so many games that could benefit off of a Nemesis system. And it's sad that stuff like that gets locked behind greed.
Yep. Again, I don't even care if you're greedy, like, but
but then on
the
the
thing
vice
is
versa
they're
with, like, the
not
sense
making
with
money
this-
off of it.
In the sense with this, like calling out Starfield because it has like a similar mining laser to No Man's Sky,
Hmm.
which, you know, okay, fair enough. I've seen it. It looks very similar.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that because I think the core of the game will be different enough anyways. Hardly gonna matter that it
I
looks
mean,
like that.
I've seen like
Yeah.
a million mining lasers, and they all look pretty much the same.
Right.
Go look
Yeah.
at every Ubisoft game made. All of the maps look exactly the same.
Right. Right.
Go pull up every one of them. The whole like cluttered map, like the same like almost looking icons like for all your pickups. It's like a little like green person icon. Oh, there's our ally. And it's all the same. Like it's fine to share ideas.
No, that's forbidden. That
No
and
sharing.
dancing.
Dancing is definitely forbidden.
Dancing is always forbidden.
Sorry, let me get back to the news here. We got on a tangent for a bit there. But it was good
That was a cool
discussion. Yeah,
conversation.
it was.
It was in the gaming realm.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh.
That's a duck.
What's a duck? Oh, the last thing that I really had that I wanted to bring up was banned Twitch users. So this comes from Destructoid. Banned Twitch users will soon be blocked from watching streams, not just chatting. And I think what's really interesting about what they're doing with this is that it seems like they're going to give the ability for that setting to be turned on by the streamer themselves. So
okay,
That makes
well,
sense.
I think if the streamer
Yeah.
has that ability, then I think that should be better.
yeah, it's not going to be like just a straight up like you can't watch anything. It's if a streamer wants to keep somebody who's clearly being toxic to the community off of their stream, then they have the ability to do that off the bat. And I think that's a really smart way to do it.
Yeah, that's good because I can think of a few streamers that I'd like to go be toxic to, and if they kicked me off, then that's fine.
I mean, I would just like to prank
You
you
just
to
do
leave
that
me alone.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's a good step. See, this is how you come up with good ideas. Like, don't get me wrong, Twitch isn't the best, but at least they're trying. It's better than some places. So, like X,
Twitter.
right?
Sorry, the company formerly known as Twitter.
Indeed. Oh God.
God, Elon's an idiot. All right.
That's
That's
super
a good spot to end the day.
Well, before we do, I do want to bring
Oh.
up though. No.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I had another deal that I saw, and I think it was from Good Old Games. Yes, that's right. So, for the next week, I believe, they have a Made in Ukraine sale. So games created by Ukrainian friends get discounts up to 90%. So yeah, go check that out. A few of the names that they put on there was Metro Exodus, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Cossacks, Stalker Call Pripyat, Boxville, and Never Synth. So if you're looking for some,
they have it on Steam as well.
oh yeah, good.
Yeah. Ukrainians Games Festival 2023. Presented by is that Good Old Games? I think it says it's presented by Good Old Games here.
Ah, cool.
So there's I guess on that front there is one that I noticed that was pretty cool. It doesn't really apply. It doesn't help me at all. You can get just about the entire Resident Evil bundle, all except for the newest, all except for the remake of 4. All the way up to Village and Village's expansions. You can get all the Resident Evil games for like $35.
Ow. That's a good deal.
Revelation 2.
Well, why wouldn't that help you? You love those games.
Yeah, because I already own them.
But you could own them again.
I could own them twice. They also have a pretty cool looking spaced out games bundle for $30, which has some pretty good games in it. Has High on Life, which I have played a little bit of. It's pretty fun. Kind of silly. It's Justin Roiland's video game company. Which I guess they let him go too, but pretty funny game. All your guns talk. Outer Worlds.
Oh, that
and
one.
Outer Worlds
Yeah,
expansion.
I did want to play that one. That looked really fun.
It's also on Game Pass if you want to check it out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Outer Worlds and Outer Worlds expansion pass are also in this bundle, which is I recommend that. Outer Worlds is
Yeah.
a great game.
Really
Outer Worlds
good.
was a lot of fun.
And the DLCs for it were really good,
And
especially the murder on Iridos.
And if you're
with
concerned
Thanos.
about time, it's really actually not that long. It is a very healthy size of gameplay.
Yeah, you may be looking at like on the long run, like doing just about everything you can in one run, maybe like 60 hours. 65.
100 hours.
I have like quite a bit more than that because I've also played it twice. There's also Trevor Saves the Universe, another one of the Justin Roiland games. Entropy Center, Journey to the Savage Planet, which is a pretty cool little like survival game. And Breath Edge, which is a outer space survival game, which you play a crazy astronaut with a chicken.
Ooh, I do like rolling around with chickens. Chickens are cool, especially rubber ones.
They also have a Jackbox bundle.
I do want to like get all of those. They're so fun. Well, cool.
But that's all I got.
So yeah, all the deals, all the news. Anything else anybody else wants to mention before we call it?
That's all I got.
All right. Well,
Shout out the new lobby. Look at that cool room.
Right. Andrew, thank you very much for joining us.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Down to chat.
Do you want to mention where people can find you? Do you want to do that? You don't have to.
No, not really.
Do you want people to find you?
Yeah.
So don't go looking for me. No one needs to find me.
God does not need to know I'm here.
No, I don't really. Do you have any socials I need to shout out or anything?
Yeah.
You can find me on here sometimes when when I'm around.
Right. Indeed, for sure. Love to have you back. And so you can catch us at our website, classicgamerbrain.com, where you can actually find our feed, which is now working. I fixed it, guys.
Yay.
Along with that, I fixed it to the point where we're pretty much on every major podcast. So whatever you have out there, it should work unless it's Amazon. I'm having an issue with Amazon. But if you're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, or if you just have a player where you can grab our RSS feed on our website, stick that in your player, and you'll be good to go. Of course, you can catch us live on the YouTubes at 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesdays. Anything else I'm missing?
I think that's about it.
Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.